Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in RoadCraft. And today we're at day 17 here in Sunken, and we're currently sitting at 96%. So we only have half a task to go. But doing that half task could well take us quite a while. So I think we'll still be at Sunken for a couple of days yet. However, the half task is basically to take a convoy from the mine up to the railway station. And what will slow us down is the fact that we had to put cable all through that road. So it's a complete mess to have to traverse. So I'll swoosh over and go into big screen. So you can see that we're at 96% here in Sunken. And then we'll fire that up. Yep, 22 of 23 completed. Everything otherwise pretty good. Continue the mission. So the plan is that we're going to do some sanding with the bowhead and swoosh it down with the bulldozer. And then hopefully get to a point where we can take a convoy through, even if we have to push it a bit. Rightio. So yeah, so even if we have to push, we'll do that. So we've got the bowhead, and I'll just quickly recap where we are. We brought the bowhead over here to the mountain base. We're going to just zip around here, and then we're going to sand pretty much from here all the way around, up here, all the way up here, all the way over here, all the way up to about here, which is a massive undertaking. So, yeah, that's the plan. If I just look at what the task is. Now, I don't know if it's a one-time route. Okay, so because it's a one-time route, if we wanted to, we could just sit behind it with, say, the bulldozer and just shove it. But I think that would be a little bit mean to the good people of whatever this place is. And so we are going to do the right thing by them. We are going to put a road, or at least a throughway back. They can transit, even if we don't build a full-on road. At least we can put something there. I'm going to sort of sneak through here because I want to get to that yellow door, which I think is over there. Yeah, there it is. This is pretty horrible, but we will just get through here. So, little truck's going to come out of there. That's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to be able to go across the top there. That is just not going to work. So he's going to have to come down this way. And as I sit here at the moment, I can't get sand. Ah, I didn't think that through, did I? Where's the sand? Oh, we're nearly... Okay, so we're almost at sand. Okay, fine. At least for a bit... Oh, actually, this is going to be truly nasty because... Are we out past there? I think we are, aren't we? Yes, we go up sort of that... Oh, up this way, yeah. But all of it's done without any sand support. So we're going to be running back and forward for sand. Oh, that makes it even worse. Oh, dear. All right. Well, we can't do much about it. That is a pity. So I reckon he's going to be okay to get over that little bit anyway. We should be able to make it around here. Then it might start to get a bit difficult. Right, but we can refill now, so... Oh, there's a little truck. I'll come around that corner. I think I had a rock under me there. Oh, we were a bit everywhere. Okay. If we were to run along there, rock there. That was the one that was doing it. It only takes one naughty rock to completely upset the apple cart, doesn't it? So I'm just trying to get past this bit and finding it very difficult. With that rock that's just thrown me out right from the start. Okay. Oh, obviously this is a lot softer going here than I thought it was. Okay, so now we're back to square. Right, straighten it back up. Right. Oof. It's a bit more everywhere than I might have expected. We're going to need to bring the bulldozer down pretty darn soon. The sooner we can flatten it, the easier it is to travel along. We'll just sort of go on here a bit more and drop a little sand out as we go. Now hoping we can get across there. Probably work okay. Minerals and rubbish everywhere. Oh, we can refill from there. Oh, good. That's good. Right, this might all get a bit messy. That concrete blocky thing there might be problematic. See if we can bury it. Managed to always spin it the way I don't expect to spin it. I don't know why that is. I am skilled at spinning it the wrong way. However, it's not horrible. Yep, can't refill all sand from here. We mustn't be too far. There we go. We weren't too far away. I wonder if I should just pile up more sand for the bulldozer, or if we're probably okay. A little bit more down here. Right. You'd think he should be able to pull up there, or should I just sand it anyway? I might just sand it anyway. Because, you know, once we started doing a road, we might as well do it. Right. Bowhead is good again. Looks pretty good actually. And our little truck will be able to come along that. We don't have to go too far back before we can fill our sand again. Out too much of it as we go. There. Very good. We may turn that corner really badly. I'm going to have to come and fill in that corner a bit. It's a mess. Problem with coordination, it's so hard to coordinate both fingers, buttons, triggers, everything. Just, it's a little out of hand. I think we're now starting to get to the point where I'd like to bring the bulldozer over. Come back out of here, out of the way. Up there for a minute. Go and get the bulldozer. He's right up here. What's going to be quicker? Driving him back down there or hopping him over to... Oh, definitely hopping him over. Okay, so we'll go to the bulldozer. Yep. We'll hop him over to the mountain base. And then bring him down from there. I'm not intending to bitumen this road or asphalt this road. Just gonna sand it. And if you were in a real hurry, you wouldn't even bother doing that. I think I said before, you'd just follow the truck with the bulldozer and shove it along all the way. But we're going to be a little bit nicer than that. We're at least going to build a sand road. Don't fall over. Okay, we're going to fall over as well. I'm in a hurry. You shouldn't do things in a hurry. Let's do that again. You didn't see that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened there. We're going to come from the mountain base. I love this. Just wait till we do hard mode. Then we won't be that cavalier. But this is all the fun of learning this game. Trying to, you know, find out when can you push a bit. When can you make tight turns. When can't you? This thing obviously doesn't like tight turns. And with the blade so high, it can be really off angle very easy. That makes sense. So let's not fall over here. Or shall we do it again? Oh, we nearly did. We almost fell over at exactly the same spot. That would have been super embarrassing, wouldn't it? What I might do, I'm going to do a little trick in a minute as well. I'll try something out that I haven't done before. Anyway, let's do this first. This should get us to a fairly flat road. Shoot you. That rock that annoyed me before has now learned its lesson. Is out of the way. Not exactly the smoothest base for our road, but okay. Trying to spread this a little bit wider. You can see I'm sort of coming not down the very middle of the sand, I'm coming down the edge of it, just to sort of spread it onto the side a bit more there. Very thin there. I'm going to have to put a bit more down, I think. Yeah, I think that's about as far as we got. Putting it in marching mode for the moment so I can turn around. Back into man mode. Definitely gonna need more sand up here. This time I'm sort of keeping more to the left side as I go. Yeah, look how much little sand there is there. Already we're starting to make a path. Quite a tight turn for the AI to make. Should be able to do it if we're lucky. Hopefully we're not digging that up too much either. Take that bump out of the side there a bit. Down a little bit more. So that's where that thing is now poking through. That's annoying. Alright, so I reckon that's pretty much good enough for a minute. Pretty close to there, didn't we? Better. Should be out of the way now. Now what I'm going to do now is try a little something. Where's that big dump truck? Oh, that one. It's Rusty Heavy. Where are you? You're there. Okay. I'm going to fill you up. Probably didn't need to do that really yourself. Then I'm going to bring you over to the mountain base. This truck, you can't even fill it up without it dropping stuff out. It is the most droppy truck in the world. Okay, I'm going to bring it from the mountain base. The reason I'm doing this though is if you look at the sand map, because he's a truck, he's providing sand in that area. So if I bring him up a little bit further, once we've made a bit more road, he'll provide sand in a circle from about here. That way I can then just bring him back and forward. I don't have to keep bringing the bowhead once it's sort of out here, all the way up, back to here. I'll be able to bring it sort of halfway. That's my plan. Now, I've never done this. I don't know if it'll work. I don't want to pour sand here. I'd rather you not pour sand anywhere. No, don't pour sand there. So this thing's just going to... Oh my God. This thing is just going to have a mind of its own. Yes, this thing's just going to leave a trail of sand. I'm going to start calling this one Hansel and Gretel. Just leaves a trail behind itself. Anyway, we will bring it around. It can bring its sand, and we can then fill it from the... or fill the bowhead from it, because it carries more than the bowhead does. So we might be able to fill the bowhead up like twice. It is. Now, there was something I saw in YouTube land where you could cheat the system by refilling a truck from another truck and then somehow refilling the first truck from the second truck while the second truck's still filling, and they both fill up. Now, I tried to do that when I was messing about a little while ago, and it didn't, or I couldn't make it work. So it might be that they fixed it, or it might be something that you can't do on the PlayStation that you can do on the PC. But either way, we won't even try and do it here, because that's obviously a bit of a cheat. So what I'm going to do though is I will refill the bowhead from this one, but I won't refill this one from the bowhead. You know what I mean? But for the moment, actually, I'm just going to park it here. I'm not going to worry about refilling anything from anything for the minute. Go to the bowhead. See how we can refill sand now? Problem is I don't want to refill it from that truck. I want to take the bowhead back to where it belongs, to where these tyres are. I know that it can refill once it's back at these tyres. So now it should be refilling sand from the... Yeah. So it's now refilling sand from the sand quarry, not refilling sand from the back... whatever the other thing is. Alright. Let's go past our mate. Probably not spilling too much sand on the way. Drop a little bit out here because obviously we had a bit of trouble before. Not too much, thank you. Can get a bit carried away, can't it? Trying to be so precise. Right. That ought to do the bulldozer should be able to do that now. Around here. Right. And let's do a bit more sand. Okay, so I'm going to just pull up at sort of the top of my sandy bit there. Can't refill sand now. But if I go back to this guy, he can refill sand. Oh, he can refill sand from slightly further away than the other guy can too. That's interesting. All right, so we'll drop some out as we go. It's, you know, that's what you do. We'll bring him up. We're dropping it as we go, just, you know, putting a bit more of a layer out. I might just pull him up there. I need to switch to the dozer, don't I? Probably a really bad spot to have pulled the other guy up anyway. I'd like to flatten that bit out. Sorry, crude oil. It's a little bit nicer here. Fills in that bit that we left before. I'll chase the work that the bowhead just did. Here we go. We're on to the newer part now. It's not great, but it's not awful. I've not laid a huge amount of sand down, but a little bit. Should be enough. Actually, that's probably where I want to put the big truck, isn't it? Up with you. There. Should be okay. If we bring the big truck in and over there, that should work. Bring him around. Not dropping out too much. That's good. Interestingly, he can still refill sand, so that's good. Oh, now he can't. Oh, that's an interesting point then. Back here. Back. There. Just a bit further back. If I'd known that, I would have put the... I'm just going to bring back here. Dropping everything. We'll bring this guy back up into the other clearing. Right, and now if we look at our map, look at that, the bowhead. Oh, interesting. I wonder if he's... Okay, so this guy, he had the refill sand, but he was taking sand from this guy who doesn't have any anyway. So that doesn't make sense. But we can give sand from this guy to this guy. So let's hop into this one. We can now refill sand, and that should be taking sand out of the one behind. Can't actually see it in the graphic, but I'm hoping that that has now taken some sand out of the one behind. Right, so we've got a truckload now. Put out an absolute pile straight away. Can't control this stuff. My fingers do not work, or the controls do not work as I expect them to. Okay. We can't refill sand now, but if we bring this guy, who's definitely got less sand in him than he had, I'm sure he has. Let's bring him forward. So bring him up to about there if we can. Now if we switch to the other one. Look at that. He can now refill sand. He's taking the sand out of the big bical, whatever it is, and putting it into him. So we can then... Now I'm not sure, it looks like he might not be quite as full as I've seen him be before. Alright, we've done okay there. Right. You can be off, you can be on. You can park there. Where's my bical? Yeah, see, look, he's in fact, I think he's empty. Perfect. So we haven't cheated. We haven't done anything naughty. We've just used this guy to sort of do half the journey, and then the other guy to do the other half. Just going to watch. We know we can fill up once we get back to these tyres. Yeah, it looks like his fill up is the same. There we go. You can fill up, but he fills up, I think it's 60 tonnes or something like that, whereas the other one's 40, something like that. So this one definitely fills up more. We'll bring him up. Mark him. Now I believe in later levels you can get a mobile sand maker thing. But I don't exactly know how that works, and obviously not at that sort of level to be able to get it yet. So that's something we can look at in a later thing. Oh, you can park there actually, that's not a bad spot. Switch to the dozer. Dozer in sand flattening mode. Flatten that stuff we've put down there. So we're gradually getting this back down to being a passable road again. Now I'm sure if I was Mr. Farquhar, my friend who does magnificent YouTube videos on many things actually, not only RoadCraft, also SnowRunner, and also Farm Sim, and Ship Graveyard or something like that, something really weird anyway. But if I was him, I would be sealing this and spending quite a bit of time making it a 3-lane carriageway. Good on him for doing that. If you get a chance, go and check out his YouTube channel. He's a good guy, does some fun commentary, and definitely is worth spending some time with. Just slow down a bit. You don't have to rush. I'm down there at quite a bit of pace. Past this guy, keep going. Keep spreading it. Yeah, nice. It's not too bad at all. So that's, yeah, it's got us going pretty well. We're actually doing this quicker than I thought I would. I thought this was going to take an awfully long time. But I guess because I'm not going to seal, although sealing the road is actually the quickest bit. It's this sand part that's the slowest part. Anyway, hop into this guy. Bring him along, and he can drop a little bit more sand out as he goes, because, you know, that's what he likes to do. It's quite steep coming up here. See if we can bring him up to about this corner here. It's probably close enough for the... Oh, actually, I want to get him out of the way because I'm going to bring the... Yes, I'm going to bring the other thing through later. But no, well, let's park him there anyway now. Switch to the beautiful bowhead. Not quite close enough to refill his sand. There we go. We were so close. Okay, so I've got to actually come back here anyway. Fill him out here. So, oh yes, see the weight in the other dump truck suddenly decreased. You could see, so obviously it grabs the whole lot out and then swooshes it into this one. Did that first bit alright, but then it stopped coming out. Yeah, it's being a bit finicky, isn't it? I think it's because we're going up and down hill with the bowhead. So as you go up, so obviously the sand flows out faster. As you go downhill, it doesn't flow out as fast. See that? Gee, I wish I could get this straight. Maybe I should just use open tip. Ran on a bit again. So now we just got to come back over what we just did, fill up from the dump truck again. So you can see I'm saving myself half the trips back to the sand quarry by using that big dump truck as my sort of mobile sand quarry. I don't think that's as full though when it does it the second time. First time it does it nice and full. Second time, not quite as full. Can't do it. Cannot coordinate to save myself. Right, now I'm going the wrong way. This is a real exercise in coordination, isn't it? Right, park you there. Let's go have a look where the next sand things are. So there's no sand things up in front here. It's only, we can only use this one back here really. All right, so where's my dozer? Get in the dozer. Got a little road. That's right, we've got this guy in the way. Might be in the way. Oh no, we might be able to get around the inside of that. You can see we're having a bit of fun now. We're actually making. You can see the progress being made. Might be slow, but it is being made. Let's come back the third time yet. It's probably not the smoothest road we've ever made, but I think we'll be okay. No forward in there. Trying not to knock down as many trees as I can, really. That's to there. It's actually a nice place to put the bring the big sand truck. So I might put this guy. Oh, more where the little millipede is. Oh, where the millipede is. Or alternatively, go somewhere wherever you want. Where the millipede is. Yes, that's the... Right. Then, back to the big truck. And take him back. The quarry. Or at least back to the tyres where I know I can load. We're doing okay today. I mean, it's probably been a bit of a repetitive day, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes we have repetitive days. Like the fact that it always has to drop out a little bit at the very end of the loading process. We're going to run this big guy all the way up along the new sand part that we've done. Oh, it's not find this easy. So the little convoy probably won't find it easy either, but okay, we just keep dropping a bit of sand out. Probably helps, to be honest. I hate to think how slow he is when he's in low gear, but anyway. This is really good. I mean, it's very slow and that, but you just got to enjoy the graphics and the music and the scenery and just the whole lot of it. It's a very, very good package. I'm going to just reverse him up so he's that straight there. Nothing should fall out while we're going back like this because he's going uphill. Backwards uphill. Back there. Right. Over into the bowhead. Refill sand from the other guy. So that'll take half the sand out of the big dumper. hoping to be a bit coordinated this time, and that we'll be able to drop this relatively thinly, to cover quite a reasonable distance. This is actually getting towards the end now. Let's do it slow. Come on, drop more. Better. Enough. Dropping enough. You actually drop a great big amount in a minute. How did we go? We did okay. Don't think we did great. We sort of stopped dropping it here for a bit. Almost going to have to do that whole lot again. It's a pity. It didn't quite work out as well as I would have liked. You jig it down before I can refill sand. Now where are you going? Better. We're not gonna enough sand. Oh, short just a bit. Of course, is what happens. Let's pull ourselves out of the way over here. Into our bulldozer. Wish it down. And then we'll have to hop into the big dump truck again. Go back and get one last load. Might be okay with that. No, don't. Just... Right. Yeah. So we managed to catch our blade on the back of the bowhead as we went. Of course we did. That's the sort of thing we do. What about put everything in the one spot? Oh, well, right. Now we're cooking. A bit better. I think this should be okay for bringing our truck along anyway. Just got to go back and get one more load of sand. And And then we should be right to lay that down. Then we should be pretty good to bring the convoy through. That's pretty amazing in itself. If we can get that done today, I'll be very pleased. That'll mean then we can just spend our time tomorrow or whatever looking for the little toy trucks and Warhammer barrels. Take this one all the way back. Get our final load of sand. It's quite bumpy down here, but it's better than it was. Carried away going around there. I'll turn around. Good. You don't have to stay inside the refill zone when you're refilling. As long as you've started to refill, you can go out of the zone and it'll be okay. Right, let's take this one back up. As much sand as we can leave in there. This will definitely be enough sand to finish off now. Quite nasty coming around there. That's a hard spot, obviously. Just dropping little bits of sand all the time. Truck starts out with 80 tons of sand. By the time it arrives at its point, it's got 30 left. But at least it lets me do this sneaky trick of not having to come back and forward quite as much. The convoy truck should be able to come along there, all right? Pull up there. They're out of the way. Change trucks. Give me your sand. And now you can definitely see that this sand's been taken out of that other one. Straighten ourselves up. Now we're going to go along that road, so yeah, we really are virtually done. Let's see if we can do 2 runs along here slowly. A bit uncoordinated again. I think we're actually going to need to do much around this corner. I think we'll be okay once we get around this corner. I think we're probably okay with what we've done now, to be honest. That should do it. Not going to keep coming past there. Let's hop in our bulldozer. Bulldozer. We're still getting there. A bit. Push this down a bit more. That a bit flatter. Quite a huge hill to climb right at the end. Still see where the bump was, so obviously we haven't laid enough sand to get rid of that bump. But I think we've laid enough sand to make the process work. Okay, so we should be good from there. Alright, so let's see how our convoy goes now. Possibly parked in a bad spot, but actually, yeah, it's possibly parked in a bad spot. Shouldn't be coming this far over though. Go ahead. Up or backwards. You can get right out of it. That's better. Now you're not going to be in anyone's way. Okay. He shouldn't be in the way. Everything else should be okay. Alright. Let's give this a go. Probably find he won't be able to get out of here, but still. Let's give this a go. No, not that. This. Give this a go. Yes. Infrastructure route. Plot the route. Go. So I'm going to come from here down here. Hopefully not get too impacted by the mess we've done with the bulldozer turning around a lot. Along our nice little road. So this spot that hopefully will be okay. Be hard to see our road now with the power grid all under it. I wonder if you were an electric vehicle, whether you'd be able to recharge while you drove along this bit. Right, and then we're on to the more tricky part. Hopefully we'll be able to get around there. We might have to help him up there. Elsewhere we've had a few routes already, but already finished them, so we don't mind. Might be a little bit wide, I don't know. Zoom through here. Very much follow the same path. Over the railway line. We're following it. Very much that same sort of path that we did before. I'll come past here without crashing. And then over our little sanded bit where we had trouble. Something like that. Let's see how we go. Now, this is a one-off one. So he's the only guy doing it. We are on board with him. Ooh, it's hard. Actually looks like there might be more than one trucks, but it's a one-off route, so 2 trucks coming through. Oh yes, the second one did a much better job. Yeah, look, he's caught up with him already. Hopefully we don't have to sand this bit. Second guy pushing the first guy, so obviously the bluey's a little bit better than greeny. Oh, this is hard. Work, Bluey. Good thing you're there. Hopefully Bluey can now push up over there himself, I hope. Come on, Bluey. You can do it. Oh, hero. Right, and here's our... Whoa! Our slightly up and down sanded road. Not exactly the smoothest road you've ever seen. It actually looks a lot worse than I thought it was. I wonder if this is because the big guy's just been dropping a little bit of sand all the time. I don't know. It certainly is not a smooth road. I'm going to take a photo of that as we go, although it's very dark. Take one any... Oh no, his mate. Come on, Bluey. Whoa, we have got some ups and downs going on here, haven't we? Whoa, oh no, we're not going to be able to get past there unless Bluey can come and give us a push. Come on, Bluey, give us a push. No, 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 don't go backwards, you idiot. You idiot, going backwards when you should have been going forwards. Blue's definitely stronger than green. Don't know if Blue is going to be able to get through that bit now. Looks like no. Oh, that's such a pity. Come on. Oh, maybe. What are we just about doing? A handstand. Wheelies. Greeny, I think, has just about made it. How's Bluey going? If he can make it, we'll be pretty happy. Can't see him. Worried that I can't see him. He's still not coming. Oh dear. I think Greeny's going to make it. But I think Bluey is stuck back here. Yeah, Bluey's stuck. Oh, Bluey's stuck. Does that mean they both finish? Because Bluey's... Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's such a pity. Bluey did such a good job. He really did. No, I don't think I'll use you to push. I'll use you. So we'll just bring this guy back. He's only going to need a little bit of a push as well. And this path is so much more bumpy than I thought it was. A lot more sand, I guess. Even though we've only just got to get him through, we'll keep pushing on at the moment. We'll run a little bit over time. Not that time is so relevant in the RoadCraft scheme. because we don't have 24-hour thingies. I'd like to get this to a point where we can finish it. Yeah, look at those big bumps everywhere. I think that's just because we haven't put enough sand down to cover up for all of the work that we did with the cable layer. Well, let's park this guy in here because I think we're going to restart from about here somewhere. Ooh, that was more of a bump than I thought too. Okay. So we're going to restart back here. So let's just move this one. We can restart it a fraction further back. That's it. Go. So I'll hopefully spectate for a minute. Hopefully Greenie will get going and Bluey will go as well. There comes Bluey. Right. Bluey will help Greenie, and then we will hop in behind manual mode. Our trusty blade. That's it. Good job, Bluey. Now you're right. You can get through now. Look at you go now. Look, see? You do it. Right. And Bluey's off. He's leaving me behind. I could have used nearly any truck to do that because it only needed the slightest bump to get it going. So we could have used the mule, we could have used the little millipede. He's leaving us behind, isn't he? Right, so let's be in a marching mode then. We'll catch up. And I think that these guys are going to be able to make it. Yeah, this is not exactly the best road for the community, but at least it is our road. Vehicles can mostly get through if they bring a mate. Oh, where am I going? Thank you. Rightio. Alright, well I reckon we can now switch back. Oh my goodness, what's he done? Oh no, there's been a pile-up. Oh no, they've all crashed. Look, they're dead. They're all dead. Oh, I wonder if I can get a photo of that quickly. Oh, not like that. That might be a photo. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Oh dear. Oh yeah, good idea. Oh, that was funny. Okay, so clearly they are far too wide there, so they've got to cut this corner a lot more than that. Open request. You're coming over to there. You're going over to there. You are going way. So we're just going to cut this corner massively. Something more like that. Maybe even bring you back. Oh, I don't want you to hit me. Bring them back to here though. Right. Try from there. No, there we go now. Can he make it around this corner without hitting that tree? Yes. Okay, much better. Where's Bluey? There he comes. Alright, now, this could be a bit of fun. That was pretty good actually. Did that fairly sensibly. Climb up here. Yes, I think you can. What about Bluey? He's coming. Because if Greenie can do it, then I'm pretty sure Bluey can. And look at us go. I think from now it's pretty much plain sailing, because this now follows just the reverse of the route we were doing with the fuel truck a while ago. So we've had a very long session today for me, but I'm pretty happy that it's going to be a fairly positive one. Looking like a winner. We can take a photo from the front. No, I already took the other one where they crashed, so that's going to be a good one. Try that one like that. Look. You should be able to prop that around a bit. But that means that we will have 100% finished this map today. But we will come back tomorrow because I still want to get those little toy trucks and Warhammer barrels, because that's worth like 100,000 credits all up, I think, or more. I think the barrels are worth like 40,000 each. So and there's I think 3 of them, not sure. And there's 5 little trucks, each worth 10. So that's 50. You know, we're talking nearly 200,000 credits just to find. So that's definitely worth doing tomorrow. Currently I know where 2 of them are. I know where the little truck and the Warhammer barrel is, up at the castle. So we'll bit of a muley day tomorrow and find Warhammer barrels and toy trucks, and all will be good. Okie doke, so we managed to achieve all the goals. So we finally got them there. It's a bit of a pity because I had the phone, the doorbell rang right at the wrong time. So of course, it continued to run that little route. But there you go. These things happen. World gets in the way. So we have completed the Sunken map. But I'm not going to return to the hub. I'm going to continue playing. Well, I am going to return to hub now, but we'll come back and play tomorrow because I want to get those little Warhammer barrels, etc. So apologies for that ending there. That's a pity. I didn't really want it to end like that, but couldn't be helped. So we did manage, as expected, we did manage to get those 2 vehicles to get to the final destination as we thought we would, and all is good. So we are 100%, but we're not going to be going on to Deluge or Sojourn or Sandswept tomorrow. We're going to come back to Sunken still and have some fun with little trucks. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. That actually took less time than I thought it would. So we got that done in an hour, whereas I thought it was probably going to be a couple of hours. So yeah, all good fun. Good fun was had by all. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow as we continue on in Sunken finding those toy trucks. Bye for now. Bye-bye.